Andrew Tate is willing to go to jail for Jesus. And in talking about this conversation of protesting the Olympics, he gets a response to some of his questions from his own cameraman. Okay, so before we get to that, let's look at the footage they put out. This is them protesting outside of the French embassy in Romania. They're getting threatened with jail, so on and so forth. Go ahead. That's Tristan Tate, Andrew Tate's brother.
Let's go to jail.
Christianity will not be mocked.
Jail for Jesus.
Jail for Jesus.
Jail for Jesus.
Amen.
Amen.
And then if we go here, he kind of gives a speech to the onlookers.
Guys, I believe most of you are Christians. I'm a Muslim. Yes, this is Romania. It's supposed to be the most Christian country in Europe. You cannot allow them to desecrate something as important as the Last Supper with transsexuals and little children. There has to be a point you stand up for your beliefs. If you have something in life and you don't stand up for it, it will not last. If you have a house, you don't maintain it, it will fall down. Business, you don't work, it's gone.
The music's a nice touch. Let's just be honest.
It is the B-roll,
the B-roll
whole thing.
It's
a nice breaking the type of stuff he makes.
Yeah. But by the way, very strategic on Tate's part. This dude is under some serious allegations and stuff that he's going to be fighting in court. So for him to come out as this like
religious figure,
guys, I'm standing with Christians in protesting the Olympics.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
If you Christians don't start standing up for things, when they mock you publicly and openly, you'll have no religion left. It doesn't matter, it's a matter of time. Especially now, Romania and all these other countries have opened the border. Millions of people who come here are not Christian. If you don't say,
hold on. Who do you think is coming there? Andrew, who do you think is coming there, bro?
The Muslims, bro.
Like what? They're opening the border, millions of people coming. Who? Of what faith?
This man straight Richard Dawkins himself just now. He was like, I like that Islam fights hard for their own religion, but like, please don't come into my Christian country.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, go ahead.
Country, and we respect Christianity, they won't respect it either. It's the end. And it's the man's job. It's the job of men to defend things. This is what a man is supposed to do. It's man and woman for a reason, but the man is a fighter. The men have to stand up and fight against these things. Guys, this is supposed to be the most Christian country in Europe. When they try this crap again, I expect to see you all at the next embassy, wherever it is.
So what? So, okay. All right. I mean, hey, listen.
That was his hype speech.
If you want to come out and protest this, I'm not mad at you. Go protest it. Fire. I'm cool with it. Go to the embassy and protest it. Right? I'm not mad at that. Here, he starts kind of saying more of the same stuff. And it's the typical, like, when a Christian's going to get mad and burn ish down? How dare you?
It's the same thing over and over.
Right? It's the same thing over and over. He fundamentally has a misunderstanding of mercy, grace, and not repaying evil with evil, which is what we talked about in our main channel video.
Yep.
On this topic. But apparently his cameraman gives him some much needed pushback here. All right.
And just in case.
Kids,
yeah, hide your kids.
Hide your wife.
Explicit.
Whenever Tate's by his pool, he's a little unhinged.
A little bit.
Have you noticed how France didn't mock Islam? Because it's an Islamic country now. All of Paris would be on fire if they tried that.
Pause it. So he's saying France is an Islamic country. That's a bold claim.
I mean, it's pretty accurate, right?
I would say it's a leftist country. I don't know what percentage of it is Muslim. It's very small.
Very small?
Google it.
Okay.
Google it. We're not, it's nowhere near a majority. I'd say 20% tops. So
10% of the population identifying as Muslim, bro?
It's not but that's not a Muslim country. That just means you have a minority that is vocal and willing to burn stuff down. Yeah, it's definitely 45%. France is one of the most secular places in the world.
Yeah.
Secular, by the way. It's not really secular. It's just an inverted religion. All right, so there we go. We got those numbers.
Christian, how are you not furious? How are you not angry by what they've just done? They've openly mocked your entire religion from head to toe. One of the most sacred images throughout all of Western civilization, the Last Supper. They mocked it. And you're just going to sit there as a Christian and what? Forgive? Turn the other cheek. Oh, just turn the other cheek. Forgive. Go on, tell me. Tell me the Christian doctrine. Tell me about it.
I'm not called to take vengeance on them because vengeance is God's. So I'm called to battle my own flesh.
Yo, you know you didn't messed up when your own cameraman is like.
Yeah, he's like, I know I'm not mic'd up, but I'm going to have to interject here.
Your own cameraman is like, Andrew, watch a Ruslan video. We've gone over this with you. Watch it. Watch a John McCrae video. We've gone over this with you. How many times do we have to go over this with you? In Christianity, it's not an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. That is not the framework. That's not it. So how many times we got to explain this to you? He keeps doubling down. Let's see what he said. And by the way, what did Christians do? You know what Christians did? Is Christians hit the streets in the tens of thousands and worshiped Jesus. That's what they did. We're going to look at that in a second. All right, go ahead.
Go on, tell me the Christian doctrine. Tell me about it.
I'm not called to take vengeance on them because vengeance is God's. So I'm called to battle my own flesh and to not get caught up in some culture war. I'm not.
No, yeah, don't get caught
So
up.
it is heartbreaking.
Yeah, that's right. Don't get caught up in a culture war. Just let Christian culture be mocked openly and destroyed in real time and decimated and replaced. That's it. Don't get caught up in a culture war. Don't get caught up in here in the flesh. Let's just forgive and let them make fun of us forever and do absolutely nothing and let them mock us forever and let them replace us and we're just going to sit here and turn the other cheek and read the Bible. Bro, I don't know what it's going to take for you people to stand up and stop taking this shit. France is supposed to be a Christian country. The worst thing about this is actually the fact
The swear words
that
start
none
coming
of
out when
this
his cameraman
has anything
pressed
to do
him.
with sports. They could have done this at any other time. No, they chose this random event. You can't even possibly link them. They have no excuse they can come up with that makes any kind of logical sense. It's not about sports. It's not about dedication. It's nothing to do with the event. They just say, everyone will be watching.
So what does he want? Like, what does he want Christians to do?
Yeah. What is the plan?
What do you want? Do you want some, like, Summer of Love 2020, burn it all down? Like, is that what you want? I don't get it. Like, what is he getting at?
Let's prove
See if
how
his camera says
disrespectful we are to Christianity, and let's prove how we are. There was no need for it at all.
I agree. What should I have done, or what should Christians have done?
Are you mad?
Yeah.
Are any Christians?
It's heartbreaking.
Are any Christians at all, a single one, going to even bother to go outside and protest? Are any Christians going to stop watching the Olympics? Are any Christian athletes going to step down? Are any of you going to do anything after the most blatant mocking, probably in history, of Jesus Christ? Where you all
That just can't be a genuine question.
Yeah. Well, because here's the thing. That, like, you could use that against him. Are any of you Christian athletes going to step down and stop? It's like, you could also throw like a Tate energy inverse where you're like, I'm going to beat them at their own game. As a Christian, I'm going to show them who the real God is. You're right. And so, like, you can bring that energy with either way. You could be like, you need to step down. It's like, or you could just say the inverse, which is like, you need to win and not step down and don't show how weak Christians are. So it's like, I don't know. It's like he doesn't really actually have a real answer as far as what Christians should do.
But he knows the answer to his question. He knows exactly what he's getting at, and the answer is yes. There's gonna be all types of folks that are boycotting it, not watching it, athletes
roasting it,
saying Jesus, Jesus is Lord, but through sign language. There's gonna be all kinds of stuff that happens like that. So yes, the answer to your question is yes. But so is it even a genuine question? Is my point, right? And so you're measuring Christians' devotions to Jesus based on how much chaos they can stir.
Yeah,
that's your measurement of, like, are Christians really about? It's like, can you guys store the amount of chaos we would store if it was Muhammad? It's like, different guy, bro. Different way the faith spread, different virtue and value system.
What if we're approaching it slightly wrong and that this is like Tate's only take on this stuff? So he's like, hey, you want to flick on the camera and we can just kind of like
not really thought through,
just kind of roast Christians real quick and get 15.6 million views. You know what I'm saying? Like what if it's like the only take and he's not he's not sitting down, open up the Quran, logos.
Maybe. Hey, thank you so much for checking out the video. Comment down below and let me know what you think. And be sure to check out this video that YouTube is recommending just for you. Let me know if they nailed it. All right? I'll see you over there. Peace.